Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hello everybody, welcome. Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaurachandra, Gaurachandra, Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Gaurachandra Gauranga, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radha, Krishna Krishna, Radhe, 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 Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Power off.
I've been hard on the voice lately. And one of these things. Okay, japa, japa, japa. Here's the link. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Nityananda, 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 Krishna, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Bhaktitam, welcome. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Krishna, 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 Radha, Radha, Radha Rani, 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 Radhe, 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 Krishna, 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 Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra. Goranga, 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 Goranga. Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna. Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna. Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna, Gora. Gauranga, Gauranga, Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna, 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 Radhe, 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 Radhe. Radhe, 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 Radha, 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 Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Radhe, 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 Radhe. Radhe, 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 Radhe. Radhe, 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 Radha, 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 Radha. Radhe, Radha, Radha, Radha. Radha, 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 Rani, 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 Radha, Rani. Radharani, 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 Radhe, 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 Radharani, 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 Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Radhe, 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 Govinda, 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 Radhe, 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 Radhe. Radhe, 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 Radhe. Radhe, 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 Radha, 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 Rani, Radha, Rani, Radha, Rani, Radha, Rani, Radha, Rani, Radha, Rani. Ah, Radha, Rani, Radha, Rani, Radha, Rani, Radha, Rani, Radha, Rani, Radha, Rani. Radha Rani, 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 Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Jiva Goswami, Gopal, Viru Dali. Let's see, verse number. O Lord, who went to the serpent's lake, O Lord, who wished to destroy the serpent's poison, O Lord, who dove into the water, O Lord, who fighting with the king of serpents, broke his strength and danced on him. Please bewilder him. Please place him in distress. This was the sage's prayer. Please bewilder him. Please place him in distress. Day after day, herding your cows, you please all the forest goddesses. Day after day, herding your cows, you please the forest goddesses, O lotus-eyed Lord. Crushing Kalya on the head with the violence of your dancing. You made the Yamuna free of poison. Crushing Kalya on the head with the violence of your dancing. You made the Yamuna free of poison. Dancing on the head is speculation. See, that's the absolute truth. The free of poison. That's how you become free. That's why the Lord Chaitanya, when he was traveling in South India, he would meet people, and they would see he was in kind of in a strange consciousness. He was chanting the names of Krishna and laughing and crying and dancing and singing like this in ecstasy, relishing the mellows of devotion. They were attracted and inquired there. And so he would preach to them. And if they would abandon their opinion, see, that preaching is like dancing on the hoods. Because what is he preaching? He's preaching the conclusive truth, the parampara system, the glories of bhakti, devotion, and prema. He's preaching these things. And they had other ideas. Naturally, everybody does. Everybody is speculating on who God is, and or there is no God, or all kinds of speculations out there. Yeah, and so whoever abandoned their opinions, see, abandon is basically like the Lord's dancing on your hoods. He's dancing on your speculations. See, what are speculations in your mind come out of your mouth? Some may be even teachers, and they're teaching their speculation and poisoning others who listen to them. So the devotee, in the same way, is empowered to dance on the hoods of Kaya. Basically, dance on the head. The head, you see, the head is the mind, the thoughts, see, of the inconclusiveness about reality and the illusion. Yeah, everybody is speculating on that unless they're in the parampara system. So that takes time, that takes time. So that's the meaning, the deep esoteric meaning of Krishna dancing on the hoods. That's one angle. So when you worship the Lord with this prema, this loving ecstasy, you get all these beautiful ideas, conclusive ideas. And you can see they make sense, more sense than just seeing it as a story. That's called revelation. This is what you get. You have to be an example of Bhagavad Gita 10:10, of worshiping the Lord with genuine prema, genuine ecstatic love of Krishna. And then you don't get speculation, you get revelation. See, isn't it funny? There's revelation and there's speculation. The speculation are those who do not go through the purifying process. They do not abandon their ideas. See, that's why you see they fall by the wayside. No, 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 I don't agree. See, they're fighting. They're like Kalya fighting with the empowered devotee who's empowered by Krishna to dance on the hoods. But some people, they don't like the beating, or they can't take it, for whatever, they just can't stand it. They're too identified with their speculations, so they can't walk this path. See? That's why sometimes we get Thomas the Doubters here. Thomas the Doubter was an example of like doubting, I don't know, maybe it's so, maybe not, this and that, and maybe it's like this, see these different speculations, okay? Until that is basically beaten out of you, stomped out of you, danced out of you by hearing the truth, okay? Then when you're weakened from being weakened by those speculations, then you start to know what is a devotee. See, you become empowered with the conclusive truth when you surrender to it. So surrendering to the guru is not just a physical thing. We had people like 7 years, 4 years, right here, bodily, claiming to be mentally here also, but weren't. See, surrender is actually surrendering to the parampara, surrendering to the truth in the book. But nobody can understand that book without being a Bhagavad Gita 10:10. So if you take submission to Guru and you hear from them, because your submission not by being a blind believer, but by being purified and seeing this guy knows what he's talking about. This person knows who they're talking about. You're convinced. That's called surrender. That's called faith. Now that's where the real spiritual experiences begin. Now you're like a real disciple. And then you can become a friend, because then Krishna will trust you and show you many things. Oh yeah, you believe the words coming from my devotee who worships me with prema, ecstatic devotion, like the verses say, very conclusive. And their word is his or her word is revelation and not speculation. Mature devotee, matured, takes a while. Some people may get some ecstasy here. It doesn't mean, oh, now I can trust everything they say. It's a process, man. You know, Majjhimadikari. When you find such a potent guru, you can go from neophyte to Majjhimadikari like that. But doesn't mean that you're a mature devotee. That oh, this person doesn't speculate. They're ecstatic devotees here. They're ecstatic, but they fall by the wayside. Not by the wayside. They fall into traps still. They're maturing. See, this is the way this goes. See, but when you come to the point of faith, remember Lalita when she developed this faith. It just happened. She listened, and at a certain point, faith was really born. I believe in this person, but it was natural. It wasn't artificial. It wasn't blind belief. Usually these people are working on this in other lifetimes, and they come here, and then the fruit pops really fast. But still, there's a maturity, right? You still got to mature all these things. I remember in 1970, was it 3 or so, long time ago, before some of you here were born. I read a few verses in the Bible, in my book of John, and my faith just was solid, and boom, just carry it through. That's what happens as soon as you make contact. See, that's why such devotees usually have to be sent here, because I couldn't even find one living guru that really was there, even though there's so many in ISKCONs and Gaudiya Smitis and I was looking, where's somebody who actually knows Lord Chaitanya, knows that mercy. I only could see the evidence in the books. Like, yeah, Prabhupada understood. He didn't preach. He left that for us. That's why he came to me, right? And said, now you has my approval. You do more of this. Yeah. Let people know you're an experienced devotee. I was worshiping the Lord in ecstasy a long time. So it matures gradually. Still, it wasn't fully mature. I also still had problems, still fell into traps. Probably can still fall into some more traps. But it's progressive. That's the thing, is progressiveness. Our faith gets more solid. Our devotional experience gets more solid. Our experience of the world, of the illusion, gets more clear. Like, oh yeah, that's definitely a trap, or that's an illusion. There's a Kalya there. There's a Putana there. See, we name everybody. You know, you know what when the illusion started, the world of names of the material world. It says in the Old Testament, talked about that it was given to Adam and Eve to name all the creatures and the things in the world. See, but that's mundane, isn't it? It's only one side of the story. They gave everything a name. This is a tree. I mean, what if you looked at everything and you didn't have any name for it? I mean, this has just been imposed upon us by language and all that stuff, but it's still mundane. So people are looking at everything in the dry, mundane names. And that's why that there's no real life in that. See, now when you have a spiritual master, the spiritual master for his disciples and friends continues the naming process. But now we name things of the spirit. See, and now you know where real life is, because we're naming the spiritual conclusive truths. of the Bhagavatam, of Bhagavad Gita. See, we're putting names to them that, and they have not just the name has life of devotion and bhakti and revelation. See, that's what wakes people up. I was sitting in front of gurus, all these people that think, oh, my guru's so high, and I sat in front of them. I didn't feel any awakening, man. They were speculating. I was never impressed with speculation. See, it doesn't awaken the heart. That's why go look at Sadgurus. He's a good example. Not put him down, but this is just look. Let's name this. Oh yeah, see, people haven't named Sadgurus. You look at Sadhguru, analyze. He goes on, does his show, right? Where do you see people crying in ecstasy? Like, wow, man, what you're saying just lifts my soul. Have you ever heard that? It's transformed my life. But no, you get maybe a good thing about Ayurveda. He's probably knowledgeable about that, Ayurveda, maybe marriage counseling, you know, things about Brahman level of you're not your stories and that kind of stuff. But that doesn't really satisfy the heart. Veda Vyas was like that before conversion. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was like that, respected by the world and everything. What a great personality and everything. But he was converted by a personality, not just one actually. It was a teamwork, man. Lord Chaitanya and his associates converted him, just like we convert others here too, into devotees. See, so we name Sadguru for his benefit and the benefit people follow. They think, you think Sadguru, right? Sad means eternal. Oh, this guy's an eternal guru. Oh, he had a nice white beard, he wears white. He's not riding his motorcycle. I like a guy like that too. He's very avant-garde, goes out and gets on his motorcycle and travels around. Yeah, but see, we name it. What is it? Is this the highest goal of life? Is this see the highest goal of life is right there in the scriptures, man. Chapter 23. Madhya Lila. This is dancing on the illusion. And I tell you, even Sadhguru's illusion. Chapter 23, this is conclusive. Life's ultimate goal is love of God. You may not know him as Krishna, but love for God is very pure, very revelatory. It tells you the glories of love for God. Have you ever heard Sadhguru talk about love of God? No. Talks about maybe Brahman and oneness or this kind of stuff. But how about love of God? Do you ever see him have the symptoms of love of God? No, nobody knows, right? Whole world is looking at that thinking that's the greatest thing. And Gaur Hari comes, he's what do they call them? A Debbie Downer for these guys. Pop the bubble. Oh, of course you can say, well, I don't believe you, Gaur Hari Das. I don't believe what you're saying. This doesn't see that speculate. People they love to fucking speculate, man. They don't know the power you get when you don't speculate, man. The power of faith in the scripture. I mean, all I'm doing, I just have the scriptures are my surfboard. You ever see a surfer, expert surfer? You ever see one? And they go in the ocean, right? We're in the fucking ocean of Maya, man. But they surf the waves because they're expert. Everybody else is drowning. Sadhguru's drowning in one way. You think everything? No, he's not an expert surfer yet. No. Don't you see my blonde hair? They go, I surf, man. I surf the Maya, man. I got my board. My board is called Love of Krishna. Spontaneous devotional service. The Lord's given it to me. I come here every day. He keeps it going, man. Thank you, Lord, man. Now you satisfy me, man. You put some gas in the tank. Let's go surfing, man. Let's surf your Maya, man. Let's put on a show. Doesn't Sadhguru puts on a show, right? Everything. We put on our show too. He gets bigger audience because it's easier. That's easier. People can relate to mundane things and mundane. Oh yeah, let me go to Sadhguru hear about my marriage, and maybe he can fix my marriage. Yeah, yeah, don't come here because we'll really fix your marriage. I'll fix you up. Man, I'll set you up with the greatest girl in the world. Most beautiful girl. He can't do that. All he can fix is try to put a band-aid over your broken down marriage or something. Some counseling. Which is to me, I like to fix things for good. Man, you come here, I'll fix your marriage. I'll fix you up, man. You know? It's like, in India, the father and mother, they choose your bride for you. Yeah, we have just one bride for everybody here. It's called pure love of Krishna, love of God. That love. See? That we make you worthy to marry the supreme husband. Then you don't need any marriage counseling. You work it out. See, the Lord is very reasonable, and He gives you a reasonable understanding also, so you guys can work it out together. You don't need people. My marriage with Krishna is really tough, man. It's not working out. He leaves, and never comes back. Or he gives me a. No, you won't need this. You just work it out together. Isn't that the way it's supposed to be? That's empowering. Yeah, it gives you good advice in this world while you're here, how to fix your life. See? Why? What are we doing any different than Jesus Christ? He came to give the helper. Don't we give the helper here? Isn't that what it's about here, Tom? Right? The helper. Don't you want the helper? Do you want to be strong? Strong in the spirit? The Holy Spirit makes you strong, spiritually strong. The spirits of the world weaken you spiritually, even though you might think, look at me, I'm so smart. No, you're not. Look at me, I'm a big guru. No, you're not. But look, they all say I am. I say I am because they say I am. No, no, it's just public opinion. Fools, neophytes. You just wear the clothes and get the rubber stamp from your little group of GBCs, and you're ordained, and they just accept, oh, this guy must be a pure devotee because he's wearing the cloth, just like with politicians. Just like you go to the Catholic Church over in the Vatican, right? Well, he must be a pure representative of Jesus Christ, right? Because he's wearing the cloth. He's a man of the cloth. This is the world. This is called religion. You come here, we sort things out, teach you, name things. This is an illusion. This is Putana. This is Kalya. This is a representation of Kalya. This is a servant of Kalya. Jesus would call that devil, servant of the devil. Your father is the devil. See? And he said that to the religion, right? To the religious leaders. You think it's changed? No, no. No, their father, if they're not purely worshiping the Lord in prema bhakti, loving ecstasy, their father and mother, more or less, is Putana and Kalya and the donkey demons and all those things. These principalities that hang around Vrindavan and keep you from entering inside Vrindavan, even though you're physically there. Yeah, that's why, hypocrisy. People go to Vrindavan. They're not real residents there, and they have the names devotees and people, or even gurus. Oh, this is a pure devotee and everything, but they don't have the symptoms of a resident of Vrindavan, ecstatic devotion and transcendental relish of the holy name. They don't have those symptoms, but people still honor them as representatives. No, no. See, we name all that. Oh, you don't believe in the scriptures teaching about that, and the spiritual master putting the word to what has already been named? Where it makes even more sense that you couldn't even understand before. So we continue the naming process. We name this is an illusion. This is a representative of the illusion. We even put names to it. We even put persons' names. Ah, see this person here? Look at Johann. He's serving the whirlwind demon. See, the demon of speculation. See, get your mind. I look at his face and his mind. I see his mind's going like this, like spinning around in all these speculations. See, we name it. I name it first. First, charity begins at home. I name it for myself so I can, watch out for it. If you want to listen to good sense, great. If not, go follow your ideas like that on these things. Okay, what do we got here? Okay. Day after day, herding your cows, you please all the forest goddesses. O lotus-eyed Lord, crushing Kalya on the head with the violence of your dancing, you made the Yamuna free of poison. So Kalya feels pain. See, that's the way truth is. When you hold illusions in your heart, it's painful to hear the preaching of truth. See, you notice on the head, you feel it here. Oh, giving me pain. But look at the forest goddess. They didn't feel that way. They saw Krishna and dancing, and they loved Krishna just naturally because the poison there. Where was the poison? You notice people here, devotees here, when they advance, when the poison goes away, you start to feel really good with Krishna, and not like in a purifying moment. Purifying moment is oh, he's dancing, but it doesn't feel like a dance to me. Feels like more like a stomp, like I'm being stomped on. the forest goddesses, the gopis, or any of the residents, they're purified. Therefore, the dancing was dancing. Huh. Okay. Hello there. All right. Now I don't have to keep the whole fucking show together myself.
Guru Maharaj, Jai
Bonnie,
Guru
any
Maharaj.
ideas?
Hare
Hey, thank
Krishna.
you. Thank you for coming there. What do you think there, Funny?
I was thinking that your position as a guru is far beyond all these other gurus, who are giving these marriage counseling advices. Even, the ones in the ISKCON I've seen, they start off as being like the star brahmachari disciples of Radhanath, and then they fall into, comedians, or they're actually literally coming on TV shows in India, like where they're comic shows. They just go there. It's not like saying you should, someone shouldn't be on a comic show, but that's their offering. They just become like that. Marriage counselors, goodness guys. It's just sorting the mental stuff, and you don't bother about the mental stuff. You just give us the spiritual experience. You just give us that mercy, and then it sorts everything else by itself. Eventually in the course. And I loved what you said about we get the ecstasy. It doesn't mean that we've like our experience, that's it. That's no, there's a bigger prospect where we got initiated and we get purified from here on, and this is an eternal process as we go for more and more enjoyment, and then the more and more togetherness with devotees, more and more togetherness with you and the Lord, and this is ever increasing. So it's a new life. It's a new prospect to look up to. Looking up to. This is a journey. I like it being a journey rather than saying I have achieved. Yeah. I've achieved. Now
Yeah.
what? So that's the bloody world, everywhere you get something, and now what? No, this is not like that. It's this Krishna is never ending, and this whole project is never ending in the spiritual world. And you give us the entry into that, and then you take us through all these caveats, from your experienced mature worship. You know the field, and you guide us on the field. This is a putana, that Amy is falling prey to this demon. And then these guys are these, you can name them, because you can you your judgment is just. You can name them, and you're rightful in doing so. You're helping everybody, them included. So I think only a devotee like you can, whatever they do, it leads to perfection in that sense, because there is no edge to it. There's no hatred, like this morning what you said. There's no hatred for them in your heart. So whatever you do is for everyone's benefit, and no one can act like that. Sadhguru cannot act like that on that platform, because he's got his own contaminations, and he's going to channel all his teachings through his contaminations. So it's just this is unparalleled, Guru Maharaj. What you are unparalleled, and the Lord you bring is unparalleled, and the disciples you are attracting and making us into, ourselves. This is new, unparalleled. Yeah, more and more fun.
It's all
I
about
had a
fun.
Yeah, I had a lovely, lovely chat with my mom this evening, and she's getting. I'm surprised. It's not like we set it up. I did not invite my mom to come now. It's like she just comes every day. It's like she's on the case. She has to get it. She's convinced. And just like you were talking about Lalita, it's like at some point it clicked, the faith, and then it does the magic. And we then there's no looking back. There's no tiptoeing. It's like, or sidestepping. There's nothing like that. It's steadfast, like Krishna says in Gita. uh, it's so true.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you want to relish mellows, you have to come to that point of faith, and then the love, you have the real profound awakening. It's not just getting the rays. You can come into the Sangha and get the rays, like Cole and Johan. They didn't really transform because they really too identified with their own opinion about things. Like I keep stomping on the head, you know, their head, you could say, or their head. See, their head is their director. No, Gaur is saying you need a bona fide guru in the line. No, Lord Chaitanya is the guru. Jesus is the guru. What is he? I don't bow down to any man. See? And I keep stomping on it. After a while, it's like, no, I can't tolerate this. Don't show me the donkey that I am. I'm out of here. What to do? We're still going to dance, right? That's what it's about. It's a dance. Yeah. And so you guys, if you can relate, if you like them, like those kinds of persons caught up in that obstacle of identification with inconclusiveness, faith in the real Bible. See, they think they have faith in Jesus or in Prabhupada. But they really don't, not the real part. See, it's like people, they say, I believe in Krishna, but if Krishna came physically, or Lord Chaitanya came, they wouldn't have any faith, and you would see it. And how you see it is how they respond to an empowered devotee, like the God Brothers of Prabhupada. They say, "Oh, we have faith in Bhakti Siddhanta," and I couldn't see the qualities of Bhakti Siddhanta in Prabhupada, so they didn't really know their guru. That's why they were on external bhakti level. He even commented on it all the time. See, they didn't know who they were worshiping. That's how it works. Jesus said to the woman at the well, who you're worshiping, we do. See? When you worship the Lord with pure love, real ecstatic love, now you begin to know the Lord as he is. Because of devotion. But most of the world is in Vaishnavism, they're just still on religious level of speculating. They think they got bhakti. That's why they got Raganuga Sanghas, but don't know raga. It's like we're devotees, but no real devotion. It's not awakened yet. See, that's what we're here for. I mean, if anybody takes our preaching seriously, you can easily go back to Godhead. But if you don't, if you believe, if you put the opinions of Narayan Raj, I'll just name it, man. Narayan Raj, Radhanath, let's get practical, man. Let's put this and make this a personal philosophy. Let's make this personal. Any of these gurus, if you put their preaching and their understanding above this one, you're less intelligent.
Yeah.
And you will not get this devotion because you put their opinion, which is not based on bhakti. None of them proven that they have pure love of Krishna. Not one of them turned one person into an ecstatic devotee that I've seen. Not one of them.
They can't touch this.
Okay? No matter. Yeah, you can believe all you want these things. But if the pudding isn't there, the proof isn't there, Maya is involved there. And Maya is good, isn't it? Krishna says he is very difficult over to me, can very easily cross before it. Well, you got to there.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Okay, all
Ram
right,
Ram 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 Hare Hare.
okay, I'm going to try something here. I think maybe it's getting too
Krishna,
much. Let's try
Krishna.
this, taking some people down here. I'll just leave Pani up here for now. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it stays steady without losing everything. I think it's working now. So let's stick with this for a while. Where was I?
Not one of these guys have made an ecstatic devotee.
Oh, yeah. So proof is in the pudding. So if we convince people by this preaching, this spontaneous preaching, spontaneous emotions, and prove our case, basically, we're like lawyers, we're like proving our case, trying to prove how people can find that original innocence, because it's all based on that. If you put the opinion of a person who actually knows Krishna, who actually expresses the truth about Krishna, it's actually giving you the conclusive truth about Krishna. You believe sincerely, you're convinced. See, then you're delivered so easily out of illusion. It's like the water in the hoof of a calf. See, you easily, just like Krishna says, that's practically how to surrender to Krishna, to get above Vaidhi Bhakti. But if people continue to do what like Daksha and his followers did, they stay on the Brahman level. They couldn't go to the Shiva level. See, because Nandi gave the curse, which is just the truth of how this works. Nandi said, if you put Daksha's opinion above Shiva's opinion, you put Daksha's understanding of the truth above Shiva's, then you get the curse of being less intelligent. But that's automatic. You want to be more intelligent? You put the empowered, transcendentally empowered devotee, when you lucky to find that empowered person, above all the opinions of the Brahmins, which if it's so rare in Vaishnavism especially, that's my own experience, to find somebody that actually worships the Lord with transcendental mellows. It's so rare. And so until anyone is convinced, that's why you guys are getting spiritual experience. You're becoming convinced. Therefore, you get a different experience than Vaidhi Bhaktas. Even that you get a deeper experience of God and truth and happiness than those who are maybe by the world standards, big gurus with lots of followers and intelligent and fastings and austere. Maybe they're even Brahman realized. See, but they don't put their opinion and the opinion of their peers. They put their opinion and their opinion of their peers. Therefore, they cannot elevate. Work like this. That's how the ordinary fishermen that put Jesus' opinion they heard for 3 years above the opinion of the Pharisees, they were liberated. They became saints. Not the Pharisees. They didn't believe in Jesus' opinion and understanding. Look at Sarvabhauma. At first, before his conversion, was the same process. He didn't believe in the opinion of Lord Chaitanya and his followers. He fought with them, like Kalya fought with Krishna. He was putting himself above and all this, so he fought and everything. But gradually, he began to understand that his opinion in relation to Lord Chaitanya and the devout. When he accepted that, boom, he got bhakti. And then he was raised above even this Brahman realization, which he had. He said, hey, man, I used to go mukti this, mukti, like his father, mukti, oneness, and all that, look in the sky. He was into that. He said, but bhakti, man, that's juicy. See, you get these experience here. We do a revival of that. This is a rerun. It was perfect then. Why would you change it? We just use the same material. We get his father, in the thing there. He's our Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. What happens? See how long he gets juice out of looking at the fucking sky.
He's looking at my mom.
See, as soon as you're convinced like that.
Yeah. He's looking at my mom's progress. My
This
sister, us being detached from, we can handle this purification that my mom went through recently. She emptied everything. But we had a lovely chat today after that. He was surprised. How could it be that she they just had like this, she emptied it all. And then how are these guys having as if nothing happened? Yeah. And he's appreciating everybody's.
You watch.
Yeah, he's noticing, and then he's appreciating chanting. You're chanting, Lalita's chanting. He's saying, yeah, these, it's amazing. These guys are so loud. They're chanting. Initially, he was very flipping comments. Like, why are they so loud? And why is he like sentimentally crying and all that? But now he's appreciating because he sees a change in a person next to her, next to him. It's like my mom. So the results here speak much louder. It's like people notice it. They cannot help. If they're genuine and honest, they see the result, and they have to, they have to acknowledge it. Wow, this is great. What is in it? At least they have to be curious about it. Like my dad is getting curious. Like he's trying to find out.
Yeah, that's how they began to accept Lord's message. Is they saw the touchstone effect. People and their family members, and they thought, boy, this person might be for real. It's the same thing here, because it's pretty odd, the kind of novice don't preach like this. How can this guy Gohar be a guru? No physical signs, no no particular gurus giving respect other than Prabhupada, Jesus, and like this. And how can he do this? He can't be. When they see by their fruit they shall be known. You guys are the fruits. That's why I look at the fruits of these gurus, and I'm thinking, well, hey man, where's the fruit of Radhanath? Where's the ecstatic devotion? Where's the fruit of Jayapataka? Yes, maybe million disciples. I was in Mayapur. I was analyzing them all. I mean, all that I met. How you do a test of something, the way they do, you take a section of, because you can't do a poll about everything, but you take a strong section about a decent amount, and you can pretty much figure out what it's like, like this. So, and you can do it like, okay, is Gohari, is he for real, or is he one of these bogus guys, and because he's like this and externally like this and like this, and he eats this and doesn't eat, doesn't care about that and all these things. But you can do that. Take a section. I mean, we don't have a lot of followers. With 20 out of 20, there, how many are getting ecstatic progressively? How many are actually manifesting the symptoms glorified in the scriptures? See how many? That's the way I look at it. I looked at a section of the Narayan Raj group, and I said, well, how many are having these symptoms of love? They weren't even interested. They were more memorizing scriptures, and they were intellectually. So I can't find a better word for it. To me, they were masturbating spiritually. Masturbation. You're alone. You're not with a woman. Sex with a woman. You're just alone. And that's what I saw. They're talking about Radhi, but they're alone. It's almost like a guy, it's like actually a perfect way to put it, like the guys, they're looking at these dirty magazines, and masturbating. I mean, to put it bluntly, I mean, when you're looking at these pictures in your mind about Radha and Krishna, and there's no love there, you haven't really attracted Krishna. So you got no fucking partner, really. You just got an imagination about that, a speculation about that. That's what I've seen. That's what Prabodhana and Saraswati saw. There's no heart in their worship. It's all in their minds. They're alone. They haven't drawn Krishna. That's why people come here, and if you develop faith, then the Lord begins to awaken in your heart, and now you can feel God. See, you're not alone anymore. You guys are the one commenting. People may think this is a bad thing I'm saying, but the acharyas, but about things lusting after the breath of was it Krishna, lusts after the breasts of Radha, but that's the only way you can express pure love. And if you're a devotee, you can see that. If you're one of these low-minded person, you think, oh, breast. The breast is tied to the heart, isn't it? When the heart is stimulated with devotion, it's pure. See? So, and there's no fault in that. So they describe these words and everything. If I can get people to understand how it is to be with Krishna when devotion awakens, then there's a big win. And if you understand, otherwise you're alone, you're not really worshiping. You don't know who you were. The Lord ain't attracted to your speculation. He ain't attracted. No, he's attracted. If you come to his real devotee there, now he's becoming impressed if you really sincerely listen to him and become convinced. And then, oh, really? Oh, wow, you're a friend of my friend. You're a disciple of my empowered devotee. Oh, let me give you a blessing. Automatically you get the blessing. He just comes close to you, protects you. You guys are a witness to your own experience of that. I mean, I didn't tell you that you're going to have you guys tell me like, yeah, now, because this is all because of your faith in the truth. It proves our preaching. Yeah, you're like, wow, just because I have faith in this crazy guy, Gohari Das, doesn't eat like a Brahmin, still you have faith. That's test. Really, I'm telling you, man, it's a big test. Sarvabhauma got tested like that. The Lord came to him, when he did the mercy. The Lord came to Sarvabhauma early in the morning, and Sarvabhauma was a Vaidhi Bhakta, basically a rule follower, and he wouldn't eat nothing until he took a shower and did all the rituals. Then he could eat according to the rules. But the Lord came here, had it in his hands. He put it in the mouth, and Sarvabhauma didn't spit it out. He just started happiness. And the Lord says, "Oh, Sarvabhauma, what a miracle! He has faith in Lord Jagannath Prasad." See, the other faith is not, the Lord wasn't thinking that's not real faith. Let me see if he takes the prasadam from the hand of a devotee. That's faith. Eat it anytime, anywhere. Remember, I told you the story. Prabhupada on a train. Remember that? Prabhupada on a train. The devotees are going to preaching mission, and Prabhupada was teaching, you only eat offered food, you offer it to Krishna, all this, and he taught that, right? And then the devotees are hungry, they can't cook anything and offer, and so the Lord saw a samosa guy, basket of them, he just picked up a whole bunch of them, man, and gave them to the devotees, just like that. Didn't know offering. And one devotee says, "But Prabhupada, I can't eat that because you didn't offer it." Prabhupada looked at this fucking idiot, fighty fool. He grabbed it. He says, "You're right." He grabbed it and gave it to somebody else. So he gave the mercy to somebody else. Prabhupada always taught, when you find gold in a filthy place, take it. Or what you think is a filthy place. Gold is never in a filthy place. Dirt has no jurisdiction over gold, even though it may be covering gold, right? Gold is gold. See, bhakti is bhakti. Look at Shiva, never takes a bath, smokes ganja sometimes, has sex with women, all kinds of things. Remember, passed semen in the Bhagavatam. Hey, man, he said, Bhagavatam said he passed semen all over the place, looking at a beautiful woman there. Mohini Maharti. Is that Mohini? Passed semen all over that place. But was he polluted? No, he had love of Krishna. The Lord likes to show my devotees, even though. But the thing is, unfortunately, these other guys try to imitate. Oh, look at Gohari Das. He talks about Jesus and Lord Chaitanya. Oh, I can also do. And then you become a cult. Okay? Oh, he speaks all these things. Oh, I can also speak. And then you write all these stuff and speculations and not revelations, really. See, the Lord and real devotees judge you by your deeds, not by your speculations. Oh, I love Jesus, I love Prabhupada and all this, and they're looking at your deed. Oh, you don't believe in Guru Tattva. Oh, you gave up your guru. Oh, you're full of shit. I don't want to listen to you. Unless you're like Amy. Amy said, no, I love what he says. It's beautiful. Okay, right. Go ahead. We'll get you later. See, that's why you got to listen sincerely for a long time, man. Get purified. See? Then you can tell this guy is speculating. See, a lot of you can tell. You can go and listen to Johann and make your own judgments now. If you're really neophyte and everything, you won't be able to tell. if you don't have real faith in this preaching and really heard and everything, you'll go to Cole or Johan and it'll sound good to you. See? That's the only thing with Amy. She didn't really listen well enough yet. So anyway, that's a good lesson for her, because eventually then, because you got to discriminate. You see how important it is to discriminate? Because if you can't, that's called neophyte. That means, oh, well, I like Gohari, but I like these other people too. And you're getting contaminated being around them, believing in that. This is a narrow gate, man. Not everybody is speaking the truth, the conclusive truth. If they are, they will have these symptoms. What they say will be checkable in the Bhagavatam. But anyway, we have fun naming things. I'm sure Adam and Eve had, this is more fun. We name the spirit world, and we name the obstacles to it, so that people can become free. We're sweepers of Vrindavan. How do we sort there? There's dirt on the path. We sweep. If you're a man, you're literally a sweeper of Vrindavan, man. We're here. A lot of dirt on this path. Sweep off that dirt, man. No, you need a bona fide guru. You could show it, prove it, especially right now, because this is the will of God. Hey, yeah. Prabhupada represents the will of God. He came to me in 1996 in that lucid dream. I believe that was him. It makes sense, because I'm preaching what he told me to do, and the result is transcendental. People are getting love of Krishna, prema bhakti. So the will of God, if you believe in Prabhupada, the will of God is being presented here. The will of Prabhupada, who speaks for the will of the Lord, spoke to me in that way, and I executed that order and still do, and the result is transcendental. Where can you find a better place than this to hit the jackpot, to win the lottery, to be liberated from the cycle of birth and death, to overcome Vaidhi Bhakti and all that hard fasting and eating dry khichdi with unspiced khichdi. Man, our khichdi, we have salt and pepper and oregano and all kinds of spices called transcendental relish. See, if we convince anybody, if you can be convinced, you'll so easily get love of Krishna, man. I'm telling you. See, but we work together. It's just like, it's like Lord Chaitanya did with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Sarvabhauma was being preached to by Lord Chaitanya was doing it in a tricky way. and the devotees were very blunt, like the nephew of Sarva was just telling him, he says, "You're full of shit, you fucking Mayavadi. Don't you see he's the Supreme Personality of Godhead? And you think you're smarter than him and all that." Yeah, so a combination. Sarvabhauma saw the faith of the followers of Lord Chaitanya, and Lord Chaitanya ultimately preached the deep truths. So he was impressed. And that as soon as he hit the faith that the opinion of Lord Chaitanya was above his own understanding, boom, he became intelligent. The Lord gave him the right intelligence. That's why we keep getting these things here with the Coles and those people who come that they're fighting to hold on to their understanding over their guru, even though they came as a disciple. Isn't that amazing? They came as disciples. It's always like that. What's in some submission. I remember Mahavira came here, and he was initiated by Prabhupada So in a sense, he has a superior position. But gradually, somehow this thing, he started to think, oh no, it's Prabhupada going through stuff. I was also seen as a guru, and so I had some issues that I was still working out, like with Jesus, we got to mature. So I had some things, but then I worked him out, and I said, hey man, come, we got it together now. It's great. He was really attached to this Brahmin thing. Very proud of being this Brahmin thing. So yeah, see, he thought his opinion, his understanding was above this one. So it's that simple. It's the real Bhagavatam here. Can you imagine if Arjuna thought the opinions of some other teachers and everything were above Krishna's opinion? Will we even have Bhagavad Gita? It wouldn't have been spoken. Even with Shukadev Goswami, he couldn't really speak to anybody. See, there was no qualified hearers. Therefore, he couldn't speak the deep conclusions of the Bhagavatam until Maharaj Parikshit was there. Everybody laughed at him. They joked about him. They criticized him. Look at this. Look what you guys get to hear because you believe that I'm not some crazy guy. See, otherwise, if there was not even one person open, I wouldn't be able to speak these things. I wouldn't share what I share. These things that you're getting wouldn't happen. It's because, there's a speaker and there's a sincere listeners. Therefore, the result of love of Krishna is easily manifest here. See, by the action of the book Bhagavat and the devotee Bhagavat. See, you take the book and you speak those conclusions as they are. Love of God is transmitted. It's a very simple formula. But by the action of the book Bhagavat, the other side. The action of the book Bhagavat, spoken by a speculator, you don't get that result. That's why I didn't see that result in the Narayan Raj group or ISKCON or the Gaudiya, the Radha Kumbhavaji. Didn't see that result. See, so we prove it. Prabhupada said, yeah, go ahead, do it now. So by the action of the book Bhagavat, spoken here by this crazy Gaur Hari Das, see, love of God is awakening in devotees here. Wow, the book must be real and true. All it needs to be is in the hands of a real devotee Bhagavat who's empowered by the transcendental Lord. That's all. It's that simple. What do you think, Fani? Any ideas?
Yeah, it's just so simple. It's like really coming to that devotee and then everything. I mean, I see my desires that, I might have had even before, like coming here, they're getting fulfilled without any external. I mean, the Lord just wants to do it, it just wants to shower this. And it's like so much so that, Guru Maharaj just like simple things. Like I was looking for a parcel today, something is in my mind, and it just occupies your mind. And then it was raining, pouring heavily. So usually these parcel guys, they just don't wait for you to come. If it's raining, they just leave. It was an important parcel. So I was like, it completely went off my mind. And I was going to the toilet and there the guy was there just slipping it through the postal thing for me as I was going to the toilet right there. I was just there at that point. And I'm thinking, the Lord is like so, he's just taking away even those simple cares, it's like simple care. He's like, in my life, I mean, you activate the helper, and this helper is really the helper, it's like spiritual, everything in our life. And it's amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
this is so simple, right? When we say, but there's so many such things he does. He's like, I don't treat it as simple, big, small. No, that's my Lord doing it. That's his hand. So I just, I'm so happy when I see such things in my life now. And it's all because, and also I love what you said about how different devotees were reacting to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. I can imagine, Govinda being like one of those guys who would like just say it, like brutally honest, just say it in their face. It's like I was just thinking about. He would tell him, you fucking Sarvabhauma, you're a shit. Different we have those examples here. It's like what you actually bring this preaching, you don't make it sound like some sort of a class. It's real. It's we can see those examples here. We can see the map. You show the map. We also can see different people at different points, stationed, how they behave. And this is real. It's like, this only a living Bhagavad can bring that book Bhagavats to life. Like you just said it now. The book is there, but it's in the hands of someone who's a dummy. They can't transmit this. But you can transmit it. Yeah, you can. And when you transmit it, we don't have to be like, erudite scholars or anything. We can just be who we are. We get it when we receive it. So, the key is not our qualifications or how great we are. The key is, do we have a devotee? Are we coming to a devotee or not? That's it. Are we coming to you to get this at this point? That's it. Whoever it is, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just getting it's like when I can relate to that because my life is fucking like that, on all levels. On the level of working, I do this. I remember my brother said, "Get a job, man. What are you doing?" I was talking all of it. I said, "This is my fucking job, man. I was ordered to do this." And and so the Lord helps. He said, "Okay, you need this." The devotees come; they're inspired to give, some money, and it just works out. I don't have to even be concerned about this stuff. It's amazing, And but that's because you got to work, man. If you're not doing isn't that what service is? You got to provide value. See, the thing is, people don't know spiritual value. Who's going to do this job? So somebody's got to do it if there's going to be deliverance in this world and up level. So this is, we have to work. We have to do welfare work for others. Otherwise we're not serving. See, service is, even the demons are doing service. Everybody is doing some service. And so the devotees are doing service also. Everybody is. We're engaged in our work, whatever that is. Yeah, and everything works out really nice. Yeah, it's funny. Yesterday I was talking to the lady here, and she was saying, because I bought this cheap bike, this beautiful thing too, a nice little small thing this time, and she says, "Hey, now you can do you can do riding people. What do they call, like a motor taxi, and make money doing this?" Because that's what she's she does work. She works as a massage therapist, always working like this. And I says, I don't have to worry about the money thing. She says, like this. Well, it must be nice. I said, well, I've been living like this for a long time. They can't believe it. Because everybody, and this is why you even find, even though you come here, you become like that also. You notice? Isn't that nice? The Lord sees you got faith in the real guru and you become like them. Things start to work out really nicely for you, just like it does for me, So, people can be jealous and all that, but why not just do what Pani does and Noodles does and Radha Priya's doing? Look at their testimonies, man. Hey, man, what, you don't want a good life? Man, I'm telling you, man, this is so fucking real, and Krishna will prove it to you that this is the most real thing you found. Like he's proved it to me. This is the most real thing I found. And I've tested it already too, plenty of times, to make sure I'm. It's great, isn't it nice? Yeah. You we're serving the Lord's purpose, and you become witnesses because you just share your truth, man. And your truth is good. Truth is wonderful. The truth, and your truth will liberate people when they develop faith in our Sangha association. Above all these other Sanghas, you're easily liberated out of illusion. Yeah, look at Radha Priest. You got a testimony and salted bread about for those Narayan. She said, "Boy, I'm in this now Sangha, and boy, man, what an upgrade!" Right, Tom? An upgrade idea. I like that one. It's an upgrade. See, we're lifted up to another level beyond that. You guys are into petty rules, right? Like they go, well, you got to do, you shouldn't do this and don't drink this and that. No, give it up and renounce. And oh man, boring. It's not exciting, not in a life like this. Radhapriya, give us a word here. What
Hare
is
Krishna Guru Maharaj, Hare Krishna Madhumangal. I don't know what to say. I was just feeling like I don't know what is some attraction here. Like we just come like a honeybee towards the honey all the time. You know, it's amazing. I mean, oh, I just know I was sleeping and got up and I'm saying it's live and I just quickly washed my face and came.
Oh wow, you didn't take a full shower and all that stuff, huh?
This is my Mangalarti. Doesn't need anything, you know. No, tilak, anything that, you know, I just can understand what you always say. This tilak, kanthimala and all outward, external appearance doesn't actually matters now. Nothing matters, just, you know, the love towards Krishna, how it should be, you know. Just I'm realizing it. I mean, really, earlier I used to think, oh, these things are so much, you know, important that, you know, otherwise Krishna will not accept you. That kind of feeling was coming. But now it's like, why I didn't need all these things? Logic, I just find the logic. Like, why? It's not needed anymore. And I don't feel like, you know, putting some time also, the tilak and all. Earlier I was like so much, uh, attracted towards it. Okay, I have to put and all. Yeah, it feels good sometime, but then now I feel some logic. I find logic why I should put. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I
Good
mean,
or bad, but then
yeah, you got spontaneous worship now, which the whole idea is when you worship the Lord, even on the Vaidhi level principles, is for purification. So if you find a deeper, more profound and powerful level of purification, which is Raga Nuga Bhakti, the scriptures say so, and you experience it so, then you can just logically, you can say, well, that was, the way it was. Madhavinda Puri, when he was a sannyas, he used to do his sannyas mantra and all these rituals and stuff like this. But then when he started to chant, he started to get this spontaneous ecstasy. And he would cry and laugh and these devotional symptoms. And all of a sudden he says, I don't need these other mantras and all these complicated things. And he said, goodbye to these things. I mean, it's right there in Nectar in Chaitanya Charitamrita. That's the way of spontaneous devotion. You don't need to do two different types of purification. You do one, the more profound one, the powerful one. And that's always spontaneous worship of the Lord. Even by accepting the devotee, you get raised above that. Look at Jesus. Look at his disciples. They ate corn it's like an Ekadasi, the Sabbath. They ate fucking corn. You're not supposed to eat corn. You're not supposed to do the work of picking the corn. But they knew they were purified just by faith in Jesus. Lifted a higher position than following the rules. So what is this thing? We're just going to eat. We don't need this external way of getting purified. It's so slow. We got the quick way. Jesus taught us faith in his word. All our sins are forgiven, and we got that faith, and boom, we feel it, man. We experience it. We're living a great life. just by faith in the truth, man. That's how easy it is. I wish people could understand, Lord, please, why can't they understand this pure and simple, eternal, universal truth that faith in your real representative is the highest auspiciousness, especially when it's proven and you see them in a physical form with a big friggin' mouth roaring all over the place. How's that for drama? I think I'm going to be a comedian and an actor. I like that. Improv.
You'll top the hit list, Guru Maharaj, if you will be, if you are going in any of these roles.
Yeah, freedom, man. Yeah, freedom. No, we're here to free whoever wants to be free. If anybody becomes convinced by this preaching, you'll have your own experience of being more free. You'll have a testimony that shows you'll show the world that you've been raised to another platform. That's what I notice. I mean, I'm just commenting on what I see, Yeah, see, we got ISKCON devotees saying that. They've come here out of ISKCON. Funny and like noodles, and they were following that path. They said, "Whoa, this is the upgrade." You got you in the Narayan Raj group. Who knows who the Lord will bring? People in the world, anybody. Anybody who come here and listen to this preaching, you'll be raised out of, if you want to put it practical, all your material anxiety. If you develop faith in this preaching, man, literally, all your anxieties will go, and your fears and all of this, and you'll become bold in this world, just like his mother is, becoming more bold, naturally, more assured, self-assured, more logical, more clear. See, you act, see, by your deed as a liberated soul, because you found the real path. And that's your best. How can you preach any better than being an example of getting the mercy? Just by it's so nonchalant, man. Everybody's preaching hard work and to convince people and all this. And you guys, because you found the real path and you're confident in the real path and you believe in it and you're getting gradual experience of the truth that you're on the real path and your faith is growing, just by your presence, people become faithful. Because most people are not having a great time in this world. Yeah, they're being oppressed by their gurus, and you're becoming more free by your guru. Right? I mean, I just comment on when new people come there and tell me how their gurus relate to them, and I hear, oh, oppression. Oh, he's trying to depress you. Oh, no tea? No fucking tea. And you're thinking, what's the harm? Isn't that kind of a depressing, oppressive thing? And here, Gohar comes around, have a fucking cup of tea and a crumpet. So fucking what? God ain't gonna throw you to hell. This guy is full of shit. Literally, he's just too much stuff inside. And we were here to take care of that shit inside and go around, oppressions. We're here to liberate people from oppression and depression. That's why, watch out, you married men. Your wives might start to fucking find what real women's liberation is. It's a risk being here, man.
Risk to the husbands, Guru Maharaj, actually.
No, we just get behind them. That's it.
That's it. That's called surrender. Just surrender. Yeah, then there'll be more room for pure bhakti, man.
But then the husbands have to leave the ego, otherwise it's hard.
He says the what?
The ego, they have to leave it, the ego, otherwise it's hard to follow the wife.
Oh yeah. Well, whatever. The thing is, Krishna makes whatever arrangement he wants. That's why I'm glad. All I do is I just preach from all this, and then your interactions with Krishna and your field. You got your field. I got my field over here. You got your field over there, right? You interact with Krishna and your husbands and wives, and he knows exactly what. I'm a fucking prince, man. That's his fucking job, man. He goes. You go and he's over there with you, right? That's why I'm definitely with Krishna, because he's very expansive. He's dealing with all of us, and we're dealing with him, and it's great, man. It's transcendental, and things just get better.
Yeah.
So if there's nothing else, is there anything else? You're going to do it, because I'm running out of gas here.
I think that's what she said with, like different devotees behaving differently with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya to drive the same point, but they were doing it differently, including Lord Chaitanya. And I see this is the orchestration of the Lord in our lives, like what you said now. We come here and we hear, we receive this mercy from you, and then the Lord, when he activates, and then he does take care of balancing. The checks and balances are up to him. He takes care of it so smoothly, so perfectly. This is our experience here. Because when Noodles got it, I got like a bit perplexed. I was like, yeah, she's getting it, but I was doing like all the work before. I was listening and doing that, but she gets it. And then I see it so many times happening here. Like you, in your case, salted bread was the one who was coming, but Priya, Radha Priya, you started blooming so quick. And it's true. It's like the Lord has wonderful ways of, activating this. Actually, this bhakti has wonderful. It's a mind of her own. It goes whichever way and then does whatever, and it's great. It all works out, because then we realize, I don't see her like, a wife. Of course she's that, but then she's a devotee as well, right? So, and then she gets all these experiences. If I'm jealous of her, I just block myself from getting what she experiences. So if I'm friendly with her, if I'm appreciative of it, I can get what she gets. And if my mom tomorrow, like what she's progressing so quickly, when she starts sharing all her experiences, I can, my dad can receive it from her. We all can benefit. So that's how I'm learning to see it. It's like, wherever, like going back to what Prabhupada said, if there's gold somewhere, take it. Just take it. It doesn't matter. So I'm learning this, this way of looking, that, you shared, Guru Maharaj. The Lord looks at that in the devotees. So why should we look at the garbage, or the
Yeah.
garbage qualification? Yeah, keep it simple. Go for the gold.
Yeah. You want anything? How about you, Tom?
Well, is the sound okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I feel very saturated and tired a little. I'm very happy. I cannot leave this. I cannot go to bed. This company is so beautiful. I rather sleep here, I think. I'm just happy to keep this contact. If I'm in the back stream or so, it doesn't matter. I feel very very happy. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, that's good. Aruna, give us a word. Thank you, Tom. Fani, you can speak in your language and Fani will.
ఓకే గురు మహారాజ్ హరే కృష్ణ. కాదు పని ఇవాళ చాలా బాగా చెప్పారు కదా క్లాసు. హరిప్రియనా అమ్మాయి పేరు రాధాప్రియ. ఆ అమ్మాయి చెప్పింది కూడా రూల్స్ పెట్టుకుంటే ఆ రూల్స్ కి మనం బందీ అవుతున్నాం. అదే ఇతను చెప్పినట్టుగా ఇన్ అవర్ హార్ట్ కృష్ణ ఈజ్ హియర్ ఓన్లీ. అది చాలా అద్భుతమైన కాన్సెప్ట్. అసలు అది అసలు వేనే రూటే డైరెక్ట్ రూట్, ఇండైరెక్ట్ లేదు అక్కడ అని నాకు ఇవాళ చాలా ఇంకా అర్థమైంది. ఇందాక నుంచి నేను పడుకోలేదు, అవే ఎవరో చెప్తున్నట్టుగా సేమ్ అదే ఇవాళ ఈ లెక్చర్ వచ్చింది. వెరీ ఫైన్.
చెప్పనా
అయితే మంచి మార్గం
చెప్ప
చూపిస్తున్నారు, పట్టుకున్న వాళ్ళదే
చెప్పనా
అదృష్టం.
ఆయనకి
అది చాలా సూపర్ క్లాస్ ఇవాళ. 2 hours నుంచి నాకు జరుగుతోంది మినిమం. అప్ టు 2 o'clock నుంచి స్టార్ట్ అయింది నాకు.
So she
చెప్పు.
couldn't fall asleep, and then she was like, I think, and then this happened. So she realized something. Although she was hearing it for so long in your classes now, she realized that this is about the internal process and nothing to do with the external processes. So you are talking about the Lord in the heart, and that's the direct way, and there's no indirect way like the others. So she's appreciating you more and more, and with the preaching, it's being the internal way and not the external way.
Wow, that's great. See, tell me that's not an up-level thing.
నేను ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అవుతున్నా ఇంకా చాలా. సో రూల్స్ ఏమి అక్కర్లేదు,
Also
అవసరమే
what
లేదు.
Radhe Priya, she's following her journey too, and she's saying that this getting rid of these rules, we are so accustomed and addicted to these rules, and you get us out so quick because of this focus on internal worship. So she's like, yeah, I don't have to do all that heavy hard work. That's what she's also saying, coming to understanding.
Yeah, if you give people a taste for the higher worship, then it's easy. You can just abandon religion. That's just religion. All varieties of religion, and surrender to Krishna. And that's what I just teach you what is surrender to Krishna. It's very easy. You come into this association, and here we have this treasure. It's called attachment to Krishna. It's authorized. We are bona fide. The other gurus I've seen are not bona fide for this work. Maybe for teaching rules, regulations, they're authorized, but not for giving Bhakti Lata Bij, which is really the essence and the most important, and is why Lord Chaitanya came here. If you don't understand that you can only get this from those who are real associates of Lord Chaitanya when they're giving that, when they're giving the example of it, and preaching like the book is preaching in glory, right? Prabhupada wrote those books, Nectar Devotion, right? And Chaitanya Charitamrita. But what was he preaching? Vaidhi Bhakti, rules, regulations, work for Krishna. Go out on Sankirtan and distribute books and cookies and all that. See, but what are the books preaching? Actually, devotion, the nectar of devotion. And what are we preaching? The nectar of devotion. So the book is preaching it true, right? Yes or no? And Gohar is preaching it. What result are you going to get from this word? Devotion. And that is the highest goal of life, is love. And only devotion can you understand who you're loving, and that's Krishna, God. Pure, the pure spirit, supreme spirit. You see? And that's it, man. See, we're preaching it, therefore it comes. The book is preaching it. Gohar is preaching it now. Therefore, people believing in this preaching above Vaidhi Bhakti preaching, above Varnashram Dharma preaching, you're lifted above it, right? But if you don't accept this as above that which it is in truth, Even the books are saying spontaneous devotional service is the best of all paths. If it is available somewhere, remember Ramananda Roy in the book? If it's available somewhere and it's here, you should immediately go there. And we make it really easy. Turn your fucking camera on. I'm very serious about this point. So whoever has Krishna gives a sufficient substance will take what I just said, which is in the book, in Prabhupada's book that he wrote. And I was ordered to bring this stuff out and tell people, give them proper direction, perfect direction. Spontaneous devotional services manifest in our Sangha. So Ramananda Roy said, immediately fly there. So why aren't people doing it? They must do this. You have to do this. You should do this. If not, you're less intelligent, then what can you do? We'll give you Jaipataka and Radhanath as your guru, or maybe some Gaudiya Samiti guy, who claims to be a Raganuga Bhakta, but teaches you all these Vaidhi principles. Tea, how dare you? Tea and that biscuit? Does it have any eggs in it? If it does, you're going to go to hell if you eat that. Onions? Tomatoes? That's the devil, man. Right? Onions is the devil. Garlic, onions, and garlic is the devil. It has no relationship to Krishna. You may get agitated and want to, yeah, because we all know everybody's got to be a Brahmin, right? See, Vishnu Radhapriya, you need to be a Brahmin, so you can't eat, you can't drink tea like Brahmins. They don't drink tea or eat garlic or onions because you might get agitated. Because everybody's got to be a fucking Brahmin. Talk about oppression. Can you imagine we're Sudras in Kali Yuga, most of us. 99.9% Sudras, right? And we all are forced into being a Brahmin. Look at Gohar, he teaches the real situation, right? He poo-poos all the Brahmins. He literally poo-poos on the Brahmins, and says, hey, man, you don't have to be a Brahmin. All you have to do is believe in bhakti, which we are distributing here. Believe in this message. This is the good news, man. This is better than good news. Transcendental news. You'll be delivered by this news. The Lord is coming to you here in this word, in this ecstatic worship. Yeah. Come, get purified. Let us stomp on those hoods a little bit, man. Okay, enough fun for a while here. I'm gonna rest my voice, and probably lunchtime, or it's my windmeal. Okay, Hare Krishna, everybody. Thanks for coming. We'll see you
Hare
soon.
Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Thank
Hare
you, Guru
Krishna, Guru
Maharaj.
Mangal. Hare
Yeah.
Krishna, Arunama. Hare
You can
Krishna,
go back
Tom.
to bed now.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Thank
You're
you
welcome.
so
Thank you
much.
so much for giving me so I feel like an actor on the stage. I can go and I can express myself or someone else, who knows.